Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all good. And welcome to Current Affairs in Flux. Let's begin today's daily current affairs. October 24th to 38th, we observe Disarmament Week, the protection of the people from the harm of weapons. And this week is observed annually to promote the awareness and understanding the issues of disarmament in several countries. And the main aim of this week is to reduce the use of weapons and which are specifically nuclear weapons to bring peace in the society. And this week is set up by the UNDC, that is United Nations Disarmament Commission, in the year 1952 under UNSC. Next one. Invest India elected as president of Geneva based WAIPA, that is World Association of Investment Promotion Agencies. Here, this WAIPA is an international non governmental organization which is established by the UN Conference on Trade and Development in the year 1995, where it acts as a forum for investment promotion agencies which provide networking and promotes best practice in investment promotions. Whereas this Invest India is now elected as a president for the WIPA unanimously for the year of 2021 and 2023. Here, the Invest India is a national investment promotion and facilitation agency which helps in investors looking for their which helps for the investors looking for their investment opportunities and options in India. Next one. Election Commission of India launches Garuda app. Here, this Garuda app, which is a it is like a digital mapping of the all the polling stations to ensure the faster, smarter, and transparent, timely completion of the election work. And through this app, the booth level officers that will upload photos and location informations of the polling stations for the people who track their who track the polling stations in their from this app by mentioning their latitude or the longitude, and also by registering through their mobile numbers. Here, the Chief Election Commissioner of India is Sushil Chandra, and it is headquartered in New Delhi, which is founded in the year 1950. Next one. AU Small Finance Bank launched QR Soundbox for payment alerts. Here, the AU Small Finance Bank, which is India's largest small finance bank, now launched a QR code soundbox which boosts the digital payments while making its first bank to launch such a soundbox. Where this AU Small Finance Bank launched this box to boost the digital payments for the merchants, where this merchants this soundbox will help the merchants to run their operations smoothly without reading the SMS every time when the customer makes a payments. And this box will be available in the 5 languages. They are Hindi, English, Punjabi, Gujarati, and Marathi. Whereas the MD and CEO of AU Small Finance Bank is Sanjay Agarwal, and the chairman is Raj Vikash Verma, which is headquartered in Rajasthan, Jaipur. Next one. China launches satellite Xinjiang 21 on Long March 3D carrier rocket. Here, the China has launched its satellite Xinjiang from the Long March 3D carrier rocket, and it is named as the satellite as Xinjiang 21, and it is mainly used to test and verify the space debris mitigation technologies. Where this Xinjiang 21 was launched from the Xichang Satellites Launch Center in southwest China's province, and this is mainly used to test and verify space debris mitigation technologies. And this is the 393rd mission for the Long March series carrier rockets. Whereas the president of China is Xi Jinping, and the capital is Beijing, and the currency of China is renminbi. Next one. India, UK, and Australia to jointly launch IRIS initiative at COP26. These three, that is India, UK, and Australia, has collaborated with small island developing states to launch a new initiative called IRIS, that is Infrastructure for Resilient Island States, on the conference COP26, that is Conference of Parties 26. Here, this IRIS is a platform which aims to at certaining an infrastructure that can withstand disasters and lessen economic losses in the island nations. For this, the IRIS for this IRIS initiative, from these three countries, that is Australia, India, and UK, has launched with a initial funding of $10 million, and in this they are going to launch this initiative in the COP26. This COP26 is scheduled to be held in Glasgow, Scotland, in the United Kingdom, and this is scheduled from October 31st to November 12th, 2021. Next one, Dr. Rajiv Nigam selected for 2022 Joseph A. Cushman Award. Here this Rajiv Nigam is became the first Indian citizen to be selected for this prestigious award, and he has been chosen for his outstanding lifetime contributions in the field of microfossil research, and the scientific name is foraminifera, that is microfossil research. And this here the Rajiv Nigam is a former chief scientist at CSIR, National Institute of Oceanography, and now he was selected for the award of Joseph A. Cushman Award 2022. Next one, Rajnikant honored with Dada Saheb Phalke Award. Actor Rajnikant was honored with the 51st Dada Phalke Award at the 67th National Film Awards ceremony for his contribution as an actor, producer, and a screenwriter. So, and this award was received from the Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu for the contribution to the Indian cinema. And this award was decided as the highest honor for an artist in an Indian cinema. Next one, India ranked 106th position in FIFA ranking 2021 by winning the football match in South Asian Football Federation, which the team led by Captain Sunil Chetri. Now the India has secured a 106th position, which it has increased to one spot. Previously it is 107th position. Now it is increased to one spot, that is 106th position in the FIFA ranking 2021. And here the top three countries are Belgium, Brazil, and France are hold under the top three countries under this rankings 2021, whereas the full form of FIFA is Federation Internationale de Football Association. Next one, Red Bull's Max Verstappen wins United States Grand Prix 2021, and this is the this win is the 8th win for the Verstappen in this season. And here the Max Verstappen represents the Red Bull Netherlands, now won the 2021 US Grand Prix, whereas the Lewis Hamilton, who represents the Mercedes, stood in the second place, whereas Sergio Perez, who represents Mexico Red Bull, held in the third position. Next one, Ahmedabad and Lucknow are the two new teams of the IPL. Here the full form of IPL is Indian Premier League. Now the Ahmedabad and Lucknow are the two new teams which will be part of IPL from the year 2022. Hence, by this taking these two teams into the consider, now the total teams in the IPL are became 10. And this Lucknow team, that is Sanjeev Goenka is the owner of this Lucknow team, while the CVC Capital Partners is the owner of the Ahmedabad team. And the bid won by the Sanjay Goenka team is about 7,090 crores for the Lucknow team, whereas the bid won by the Ahmedabad team is about 5,625 crores for the CVC Capitals team. And if you see about the IPL tournament, the 2021 edition of the IPL tournament is the 15th IPL, whereas the first season was played in the year 2008. And for the next year, that is from the year 2022, 15th edition of the IPL is going on, in which the 10 teams are going to be played from the IPL 2022 match. next one. Thank you everyone. Stay safe and stay strong.